Why do you host travelers?
For lots of reasons. I've been a traveler myself and thought the experience was really awesome. And I really appreciated the forms of hospitality received. And I felt it was such a time of learning about things that were really important to me that are part of my framework today. Cooking and gardening and raising kids and what family looks like and what a home could look like, different than, like a suburban life, which was my past life. And so I really wanted to, now that I've formed what feels like my flow and my lifestyle, I just feel like putting it out there to travelers, to WWOOF, to Workaway, and different organizations, and hoping to just attract the right kind of people who are seeking an opportunity to learn what that different kind of life can look like. And that's one. And then secondly, we do need the help. We are a small family farm here, and we have really big goals, and we grow a lot of food. And so it's really great to have people here who are interested in those things to be helping us out in the day-to-day and then in big harvests. And also, I think it's a really great experience for our children to be around people who are interested in our life, because it's less likely that the mainstream or that they're seeing in their other circles, they're not seeing a lot of mirroring of our lifestyle. And so to bring people on who are each unique in their own story and their own travels and who they are, and also thinking that what we're doing is pretty cool, I think is a good mirror for our children to see.
I would say probably the main reason we host travelers is because we need help. I can do pretty much all of the farm work if that's all that I'm doing. But I have to also support the farm financially sometimes during periods when, like our harvest isn't as big as we thought it was going to be, or we're trying to raise a little extra money for repairs on infrastructure and stuff like that. So if I have to step away a little bit from the farm duties, we basically need man hours filled. And so that's probably the pragmatic logistical reason we host travelers and workawayers and helpers of all kinds. And then the benefit of that, what it brings to us though, is just really a lot of icing on that cake, because we get to basically expose our children to other perspectives and ways of life that don't come naturally to us. And so, just in the creation of just a more well-rounded life curriculum for our kids, I think it's really awesome that we have this kind of like rotating cast of people coming through, and each person shares whatever they are and whatever they bring with our kids. And that's a really, I think, a really important part of their development and their education. Quite frankly, as I'm saying these words, it's an important part of my development and education, because I could easily get lost in my own little farm bubble, in my own little family bubble, and it's good to have other people coming through that are on their own journey and their own adventure, and that's really cool. And I get to kind of like live vicariously through those people sometimes.
Yeah.
I really appreciate what they're doing.
Where are you from, and why did you come here?
I'm from a small town, Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts. Kind of similar to this, like very liberal and rural, lots of farmers and stuff. So part of why I'm here is because I wanted to find the alternative to Western Mass on the other coast. My name's Sequoia, so I had to see the sequoia trees. And I was looking for a family where I could just sort of like learn about other types of family life and like what it means to exist in different alternative ways. I've stayed with people like that before, and I wanted to really learn about homesteading, and I really wanted to learn about herbalism. So there's like the family aspect and the like living off the land in such a sustainable way, and then plus the herbalism. This is like the perfect place for me.
Yeah. Is there one experience that stands out as like the most memorable with a particular traveler?
Well, I can say that right now, having somebody coming to be specifically an herbal apprentice has been really awesome. And so having Sequoia here is really great. Somebody that is tuning in to helping out and helping with kids and with farm, but also has that real intention to be just doing all things herbal with me, and learning on that level has been really fun, and it puts me in a little bit different position. I'm usually in the position of teaching more about gardening and about vegetation and some about herbs. Before that, definitely we had an amazing couple come and stay with us for about a year, 4 years ago, and we implemented what we had been practicing for about 2 years within permaculture. And so we put in all the berms and swales that are here on the property while they were here. We took months of collecting logs and wood and brush and so much. We rotated pigs between all around our property and across the street to neighbors' properties, and we like cleared blackberry, which is crazy. And we went on epic goat walks and just like wild goat foraged with them as like a extended family, and we shared meals together throughout that time, and they really helped lay the foundation for the projects that you're seeing here today, the 40 plus fruit trees that are here, and they were really really helpful with that and great with the kids. They had that opportunity to feel what it's like to like be a family in a different way, kind of like what I was just saying, like giving that experience to people. Even if that's not exactly what they thought, oh yeah, we're coming, to learn about, what to plant, what time, and with what, but then getting to be like, oh wow, like this is a totally different family than how I grew up, and help to just shift what that could look like for them.
So have you done a work exchange before this one?
Yes, I did 2 when I was traveling in Europe after high school. It was this off-grid olive farm in Spain with these 2 old anarchists who were just like the shit. It was olive season, but there was also donkey chores and they were growing food, and so it's like got that kind of farm experience. And then the other one was a hostel in Scotland, up in the Isle of Skye. So a very different experience than these 2, but my experience in Spain was very similar to my experience here, and kind of like prompted me to find more of that. My decision to not go to school that year and take a gap year was like so freeing. One of the best decisions I've made. Yeah, and so I went with my friend to Europe, and we just backpacked around for 4 months. We did a lot of different like staying with friends, and then he went to Morocco and did a language school with Workaway, and so we like really got to explore all these different cultures and places and people, and a lot of it had to do with work trade exchange, whether or not it was through like official Workaway or not. And so definitely like that was how I was able to afford traveling, and through that experience meet so many more people than I would have if I was like just staying in hotels or like quietly in hostels, or like just not involved with people in the same way. Definitely caught the travel bug. Hasn't left me since. After that, I did do a year of community college, but I was like, I just feel trapped. Like I need to get out. And I've done a couple road trips across the U.S. by myself, and so I was like, it's time I'm going all the way, getting to the coast. Here I am. Like I almost got trapped in this like $60,000 a year like crazy institution, and now I'm like, I'm so happy with what I'm doing instead. And in a way, I've the way I think of it now is it's like I'm creating my own college experience. Like I could be in classes learning things that I'm like interested in, but I'm not experiencing it. It felt important, but right now where I'm at in my life is like I'm young and I just want experience all the time, and I want to be like involved in life, and I feel like so much of high school is just preparing to live, and I'm like, no, I want to live now. So I'm learning through experiential learning. Like here I'm learning not only herbalism and permaculture, but also like how to set up a household and like different ways of being a mother and different ways of like running a family, and that's so important to me. And there isn't really an academic way to learn that except through experience.